it's being pumped and why it's misleading the markets. And I know that I was the first one to ever speak on this from 3 years ago, but it doesn't end. It keeps going, and I kept going down the rabbit hole this afternoon to a point of no return. So go with me, guys. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the music, sure. But most of all, enjoy all the information. Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. You guys know the way we do it. Let's rock.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertold, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back, and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC and superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.
All right. Welcome. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Let's get it right. Let's get it tight. It's Marantz's workout season. It is officially fall, guys, out here in California, where it actually got kind of cold these last 2 days, but it did get hot on the information in the markets. By the way, I'm a trash man. I love wearing trash bags, so you can call me trash every day of the week. Just a shout out to you, Joe Biden, the former president, as he's a dead man walking. Just presidentially wise, you know, he's just sitting there. He's a sitting duck president. But hey, think about this, guys. More than that, the markets are doing what we tell them to do, and some people are out there talking. There was a guy named what is he called, Radar Trader? I don't know what his name is, but he's from, I guess he's from America. I don't know. He's in Toronto doing some stuff, and he's on Twitter, and he called GameStop a trash company. He called them a fake business, and somebody tagged me on it, and somebody was spreading out some info, and then he's like, yeah, GameStop's not that great, it's down 90% from its highs. And it's ignorance like that, it's info like that I just have enough of. And I invited him anytime he wants to come to the show. He can come, get some really good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. But when you come to my town, just remember, you got to come back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Let's think about what we got right. Let's talk about what we got right. How about everything we talk about? Is that fair? All right, guys, I'm going to go reflect on the stock that I told you to buy, that I said I would buy, that I actually did buy, and we talked about this. I don't want distractions from GameStop. I just wanted to see if I knew how to read financials. I wanted to see if I knew how to evaluate stock and company. Oh, wait, every single investment that I said, this is a good buy, this is something that if I wasn't in GameStop, I would buy it. Every single one has gone up 100%, with the exception of Rivenin. Every single other one. Guys, I'm not joking. You guys think I'm crazy here? Peloton, $8.50. I was talking about this when it was at $4, $3, and $2. Nobody can tell me that I'm lying. No one can say I got that wrong. You lying, B? Bears beware, y'all in the phone. You think I'm lying? Hey, Alpha David, do you want to go run it back? There's I don't know, 3,000 videos online. Go pick one. You think I'm wrong? You'd be a millionaire right now if you listened to me about AMC, HYMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, Mullen Automotive, Big Lots, and this. Yeah, I can't even talk to kids like this. One, we don't even know who you are. Alpha, where'd you come from and who are you? You see, this is an exclusive group of GME elitists that come to this show. We don't talk to has-beens, bro. We don't talk to nobodies. So I don't know who you are. It's like that. Man, run out of candy. Tons of kids are coming, twice than last year. It was so nice looking at all those large groups. Challenger, that's cool, man. I can't run out because I got baseball cards I'm handing out. I got Pokemon cards I'm handing out. If I run out of Pokemon cards, I'm going to start handing out football cards and baseball cards. Swear to God, guys. Somebody's going to walk away with a damn rookie card, a DJ Johnson rookie card, a Travis Kelce card. Someone's walking off with Jordan Addison rookie card. Will Levis rookie card on base. Yeah, someone's going away with some cards. Bro, I spend so much money on cards. Why not? Let it happen. Let that kid come up with the big chocolate bar. I'm going to give him Michael Penix Downtown. The whole card. Michael Penix Downtown. Let's do that. Yeah, here in the chat, that's the way we do it. Appreciate all the love and support for the channel. Thank you, Sergio. 51 Colt ready to kick some meltdowners doors. Yeah, I want a card. I'm trying to tell you. 1,800 shares deep, boy, $22 average. So you don't watch the show. Basically, hey, let's see, Alpha David. Let's see if you understand. Hey, guys, in the chat, there's not many people here right now. People are actually enjoying Halloween, probably. I'm just curious, how many shares do you guys have? This guy's bragging about having 1,800 shares. Thank you. There's 51. Okay, cool. How many shares do you guys have, guys? Oh, Matt Hanley says 51. Oh my goodness. Hold on. The snack says 51. Sergio says 51. Don't let me do it. They say they have 51. My God, what's that? What's that? 51 shares. What do you know? Alpha David coming out here talking about he's got shares. I only got 51. What the hell's wrong with you guys? That's all I've got is 51 shares. Yeah, we know the shirt is sick. We know. We saw it in Santa Monica, babe. Get at me. I said it when I was walking through Santa Monica. I said, bros, the Dodgers going to win the World Series. That's why I bought the shirt. That's why I made the shirt. Man, it's over here. It's real over here, guys. Oh, man. Thank you, Sergio. All right. So we won that one, huh? Peloton? Anybody remember when I said buy it and it was like $3? Anybody remember when we were talking about it at $4? Just tell me now if I'm telling the truth. Oh, man, Peloton, $8.50 today. Great. By the way, Peloton announced that they're hiring a new CEO. They have a new CEO coming from Ford, previously of Apple, for 6 years. So he's a big deal. That was what's going on. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh, God. I mean, are these guys just going to quote memes all day? Is that it? It's called the meme stock, bro. And all the memes that were made. It's been 84 years. I don't have time for that nonsense, kid. Not at all. But I will tell you, we got a lot to go over. A lot. You guys thought I stopped like following stock? Here's Apple. Apple right now on the daily chart falling down. This is going to be what happened to Apple right here on the after hours. After their earnings came out, they're down to 220 and now 222. Amazon pushing through the moon. Almost over $200 a share on Amazon. But went all the way up. 52-week high is 201, by the way, on Amazon. Root went all the way to 118 this morning. Lost 100% of all its money, basically. Back down to 66.80. This is criminal, what I'm uncovering with Root. In addition to Carvana, this is all a setup. It was meant to pump and dump on you guys. It was meant to pump and dump because I've officially figured it out. And it's pretty awesome when you see it all. So let's go see it all. First, before we ever talk about Carvana and Root and how they're manipulating the market to show earnings and to show profit, this is going to be GameStop. We check out this website. Previously, when I was on the website for GameStop, they had 3278 cards for sale. So we go through it. They're currently trading. These are PSA graded 8, 9, or 10 cards. Look at this one here for $36. That's a Lorcana First Edition Befuddled card. PSA 10. Wow. I mean, I need some of those First Edition cards, bros. I'm stuck with second, third, and fourth. I'm trying, but damn. Even for $36, I'll do it. Anyway, let's see what they're selling. 3,307 cards. So they're still going through them. Sounds great. Let's go see if they have any Kobe cards like I always do. If I find a Kobe card, I thought I saw a Topps one in there. I'm looking for Kobe rookie cards. There's a Kobe 1997. Nope, that's not what I need. 2014 and 2018. Nope and nope. Even though that looks great. PSA 9 though, but no. I want the rookie cards, guys. This is 1 year. He'll be 1 year old on this one. But for 62, no. I'm good. I want the rookie cards. And then, of course, this card looks sick. I want to see that. Oh, man. That's nice. That's the back of it. If they only knew Kobe wasn't going to be around much longer. Those are cards that I cherish Kobe. I do. He's an awesome guy. I said it. All right. Let's go back to my position. So let's talk about my account. My portfolio is here. We're sitting over $20,000 right now. Invested, we're looking at $22,300. I'm trying to get to, by the end of November, we'll see if I can get it to 23,000. I don't know. This will be a slow month because of Thanksgiving, because of Christmas, because of Black Friday. I just don't know how much money we can put away, my wife and I, but we're going to try our best. But yes, I'm 100% into GameStop. You guys see it. I have 51 shares. I do the best I can. Cost is $24.75. But for the month, activities and orders are right here. And I did order fully. It was how many shares did we do? We did 93 shares this month on GameStop. So you can show all. Show all. There we go. And these are the percentages of increase and decrease throughout the month. I'm up 7%, 8%, whatever it may be. Looks really good. And then right around here. So from here, so there's 1 share, 2 and 3, 25, 21, and then 1, 1, 1, all the way up 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 8, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, whatever it may be. And it ended up being 93 shares, which was kind of cool because I want to keep plugging away. That's it. So to buy basically 100 shares and a cost average of around $20, let's just say that, $2,000 into the investment, I'm feeling good about it. So I'll keep going, and you should do whatever you want to do. But let's go look at Root, guys. I'm still looking into this. The reason I'm looking into Root, couple of different connections that I was following. Obviously, I showed you all these are all the board of directors for Root. And I saw this guy, Doug Ullman. I didn't understand it at first. But as I kept reading it, it said here that he's the CEO of Pelotona, which is it's like a nonprofit, and they do a bike race. And Lance Armstrong's been a part of this bike race, and they raise money. But I had to find out who was doing the fundraising and what does it mean, like the fact that you're the CEO of that, and how'd you end up here. So when I did it, Doug Ullman, I went and looked at it. And I found what it was and who it was. But I want to make sure I'm showing you guys everything. So this gentleman here, Michael Calgaria, whatever, he's the other co-founder of the same nonprofit, okay? So these guys are on a bike ride together to form it. And when they formed it, they came up with the idea, hey, we should do our own bike ride right here. And this is it right here. And it says he and him co-founded, okay? It says right here, Daniel Rosenthal, okay? Daniel Rosenthal, listen to the name. Daniel Rosenthal co-founded with Cindy Helmser, okay? And they co-founded Pelotona, whatever the hell it is. All of these people. Cindy's private equity. I went and checked her out. She's from Beecher. She's right here. She's managing principal partner at it's called Beecher Hill Team. This is her. And she was formerly of the Big Four as far as auditing firms go. And now she's over here, whatever. So I've been checking her out, trying to figure out what's her deal. And I just was reading up on her. I was like, okay, so she helped do this fundraiser. The reason why I'm talking about it is because that guy, Rosenthal, remember I told you, names, I see names, and then I'm like, yo, this is not real. Well, I went to one of these websites, one of these things here called the SEC. I don't know if you guys know the filings we do. And I went to, is it this one? No, those are them. We'll see right now. If this is the actual prospectus, which is cool. Page 167 is the page I'm looking for. That's not the prospectus. That's not the actual one. Okay, cool. So I'm looking for the real one. It's over here. So right here. So I read all of this, guys. Page 156. I mean, could you imagine just reading nonsense about Root? That's what I was reading. So I went in here, and I was just reading and reading and reading. And what I tried to find out was, who was Daniel Rosenthal, right? Daniel Rosenthal is there. And Daniel Rosenthal was one of the founders, right here, Daniel Rosenthal, one of the founders of Pelotona. And this Pelotona company is with Daniel Rosenthal, right? Okay, cool. We know. I just want to show you that. He's one of the founders. Well, Daniel Rosenthal is here. And Daniel Rosenthal is actually number 8 on these names of beneficial owners. And he owns 2 million shares. And I was like, hold on. Who is he really? Like, who does he represent? And why is he on this list? So then you're going to go like this. You're going to type in Daniel. So Daniel Rosenthal is the CFO of actual Root. So he's actually Root. Okay, why does that matter, guys? Why does that matter? I'm going to try to make it make sense to you guys. So these guys form a nonprofit, and the people at Root, right here, Daniel Rosenthal, who sold all his shares and left, there's a board of director of the same company that he helped fund and manage. I want people to know this part. This is why, like, Elon Musk is in trouble all the time, and all these other people are in trouble about board of directors. They're supposed to be independent board of directors, meaning they have no relationship to the people who are hired and or work for you and whatever it may be. So I don't know when this other guy became the CEO of this guy's nonprofit organization, but when Doug Ullman became a director, and it says right here, career research since 2009, he's been there the whole time. So the CFO of this company that used to work for Root actually had this guy on the board of directors. And that means they're doing the bidding of themselves, right? Like, I hope people know what that all means. But beyond that, when you look at who these people are and who owns the company, I went to the prospectus here. This is the forming of the company, the foundation of this company. When I went to Root, they offered up 26 million shares, guys. And this is common A stock. These are versus preferred warrants. And I'm going to explain warrants to you guys in a minute. But Root put out this whole idea, we're going to sell insurance and we're going to scale and we're going to be great. But when they go public, guys, they don't go public with money. Like, they don't have cash. You got to remember, like, AMC, okay? When AMC went public, they were already in debt $2 billion. Now they're coming to you and they're saying, we want to raise some money. We want to raise some money. Okay, well, let's go ahead and look at this. It says right here, our revenue was $43 million and $290 million in 2019, respectively. Our net losses were $69 million and $284 million. They already had lost $350 million in 2 years. They weren't a profitable company. For the 6 months ended in June in 2020, our revenue was $245, and with the net loss, our net loss was $144. So they actually lost $500 million before they ever go public, IPO. So when you're going IPO and you're going public, why are you going public? Because people are already in your company. People already have a backdoor deal. So when you're looking, look at the prospectus, okay? It says it right here. It says we are selling 24 million shares. The selling stockholders identified in this prospectus are offering an additional 2.5 of common A stock. And look at what they're starting at, $27 a share. This is very important to you if you are looking at Root and you're looking for crime. Because when they started out, they were going $27 a share. The unfortunate part, they already had deals done. Deals are written and done before they ever go public right here. Funds affiliated with Dragonair Investment Group, LLC, and Silver Lake Technology Management Group. They've already agreed to purchase $250 million. Now, each. Now, the thing is, there's warrants. Okay, guys? Warrants are an agreement. Warrants are an agreement between two people, two companies. And they agree to sell their shares if they exercise this warrant in tranches, right? And there's a couple of reasons why you do it this way. One, it's a commitment to a certain amount, an agreement to a certain amount. And if the company were to go bankrupt, you get paid out. You get paid out if you want to go and exercise. You know, you're one of the first guys to get paid. And when you're sitting here with convertible warrants and they have these tranches. Some of them are listed at like 20 cents, 30 cents. Like, this is what you got them for. They'll convert at $9 a share. And if it gets to $9 and you get to buy all this, here's the problem. All the short-term and short vested warrants that I've just read about are all expired now. They are all done. That means Carvana already owns 50% of this company, 40-something percent, 42% of this company. They actually own everything because they had a warrant deal. But who sold out on the way out the door? Dragonair Investment Group and Silver Lake. I saw it happen myself. I saw it happen. I go, oh my God. They agreed to buy this many shares, but they didn't buy them at $27. You did, the public. Remember that this company did an 18-to-1 reverse stock split. So when you see somebody like BlackRock come in with $300 million on a loan, it's not that they were giving them money. They actually loaned them the money. Like, hey, this is a loan facility, and you get to loan. You get to go ahead and use this money if you want to, but you got to pay it back at a rate. And the rate payback was 5 years. It was going to be 227. And what they do, they renegotiated it and took it all the way to 2030. And people are like, that's good, that's good, that's good. No, this gives them time to pump it and dump it. That's why the insiders are selling. That's why people are trying to cash out on this movement, because there's no more warrants, no more short vested warrants to exercise. That means everyone's at the top of what it's going to be. That's why 118 was so huge yesterday. You think they're ever going to see 118 again? They don't have a catalyst for it. Profit won't even get you there. There's only 15 million shares of this company because of the 10-to-1 or 18-to-1 reverse stock split. But Carvana owns preferred warrants, not common. There's an issue here with the way they listed out their company. They sold out their company for this reason. Oh man, hold on, guys. What is going on here? What is going on here? I gotta make this call, guys. What the hell is going on? What was that? Okay. What the hell? Sorry, guys. Something came across my screen. Sorry, guys. I had to take that call. It was the wife. Very important phone call. All right, I'm back. I'm back over here on Twitter too, or TikTok, whatever it is. Sorry, guys. Am I handing out candy? I'm not handing out candy. I'm handing out Pokemon cards, and then I'm gonna Pokemon packs of cards, and then I'm gonna hand out. If I run out of that, I shouldn't run out. But if I run out of that, I have cards that I'm going to hand out. I'm just going to start handing people football cards, baseball cards, cryptocurrency cards. I got a lot of stuff to hand out, so it's cool. I don't mind. The kids need to know how great cards are. Yeah, just got a lot going on today and tomorrow. Did you send out any cards to get graded, Marantz? Not yet, Fernando. I want to get something of value. I've been cracking open a lot of packs. I'm trying to get some of value that I want to send out. Me personally, I gave away a lot of good cards. Oh my God, I gave away so many good cards that I would have wanted to get graded, but it's okay. But I'll just keep mine packs until I get what I want to send out, for sure. Man, I got a lot going on tomorrow, guys, personally, and I just ask if you guys can pray for me. That's it. Okay, so we recommend that my bit rate go higher. I don't know. I can edit it. Yeah, just pray for me, guys. That's all I ask. Working on some stuff, and I'm battling. I'm battling for the betterment of us and myself, and that's all. So, thanks. All right. So, let's go back to what I was talking about, and shout out to the wife always. All right, so let's go down. It's in pieces, guys. So my point was, Doug Allman is not necessarily on the up and up when he was planted there by the actual founder of said company that they're all from. Okay, Daniel Rosenthal, whatever it may be. So that kind of puts you in a light. And then I was reading more about these guys, but let's see what I got here. Let's go look at the letters to the shareholders from Carvana, and let's see what Carvana says here. Carvana says the third quarter was another exceptional quarter for Carvana. We had record performance virtually every key financial measure. It's just not true. Our net income for the third quarter was $148 million. Compared to last year, the net income was $700 million. I don't know how that's great. I don't get it. But you know how it goes. So net income margin was 4%. Last year, it was like 30%. So, yeah, no. It's all bullshit. It sounds like Adam Aaron type stuff. Retail units sold totaled 108. In 2022, they were selling 118. So let's just get that right. Let's see. And you can increase up to 34% versus last year. They went ahead and bought more vehicles. They have a whole new way of selling cars of what they're doing. But they are getting tighter. I do like some things about the numbers. But I'm not a believer in this company, because if they're so great and they're still Star Spangled Banner, why is their CEO selling off his whole investment? I'm talking about everything they own. So he sold almost $500 million worth of shares. Let me ask you, do you think Carvana warrants the highest paid executive next to NVIDIA's CEO? Like, Carvana CEO should be making $500 million? I don't think so. That's how much he got paid last month. And this company just netted 127 or whatever it is for the quarter. No way. No way it should be doing it that way. So they're going to show you their gross profit. So gross profit is here at 15 to 19. So it's down, like I told you. Long-term targets. Quarter 3, 2024, so they're at 22. They're up from 16. I guess year-over-year growth. They had no growth last year. They were down 21% last year. So, of course, you're going to have growth of 32 if you're down 21. They had growth of 129% here. So when you're doing triple-digit growth, you maxed it all out. You pushed it all out. Remember when you went public, you went there to get money and expand, just grow. And they used all the debt in the world to get there, guys. And that's the unfortunate part. But, hey, they have really good SG&A numbers now, and I will agree to that. I will tell you that their ratios are awesome, that they make a profit. But at 4% profit, how the hell are you ever going to pay back the billions of dollars you owe? I just don't see it. Net income margin from 2023 benefited from a one-time gain on debt extinguishment, 878. So it's not real. It's not real. That's what they're telling you, because it was a one-time. Those are, adjusted EBITDAs are one-timers too. So I don't know what to tell you guys, but I'll keep watching. Quarterly retail unit sales, units in the thousands, like I told you. 2022, they were selling more cars than ever, and you're back here. So the fact that they're selling more cars than other people too, with the interest rates the way they are, I don't agree to that. That's just me. Wholesale's there, great. Gross profit per unit. This is scary. No way. In the world of cars, guys, in the world of cars, there has to be a limit to how much money you can make per unit. Right? There's value for a car, and then there's markup on a car. And in the world of selling cars, you should have a pact, right? Like the company makes a set amount per car sold, and then the salesman makes commission, and then, whatever it may be. You have to refurbish the car, you have to transport the car. There's a lot going involved. Well, there's no salesman here. So they're pocketing all the cash, but how the hell can you explain $7,000, $7,600 of profit? They buy the car from you, they rob you to buy the car from you, and then they sell it for this much? Where's their inventory coming from that they're able to make? The industry makes $2,000 to $3,000 per unit. These guys are making $7,600. This is robbery at some point. Somebody has to speak on it. And it's not that cars are more expensive. It has nothing to do with that. This is the margin of profit. This is gross profit. There's the price of the vehicle and then what you sell it for, what you bought it for. And this is unfortunate that it's $7,600. This is crazy. You can't explain it to me any other way. I just don't see. I don't understand. I don't understand 7,600. It's like bragging about the fact that you robbed the old lady. That's it. Overhead portion SG&A totaled 147. I mean, I don't get it. I don't know how you can sell cars and make this type of profit. $7,600. Guys, think about it. You go think about it. Please. This is not good. It's just not good. If people were buying vehicles and they knew that Carvana's making $7,600 profit per vehicle, at what point do you call them out on their bullshit? How are they buying vehicles for so cheap? What are they selling you? Salvaged vehicles? I don't know. Net income loss and adjusted EBITDA margin. Yeah. Adjusted EBITDA margin is the thick line, the dark line, and that's going to be 11.7%. As you can see, the net income was 26.7%. That was because of the one-timer, as they told you. And what do you see? You see losses no matter what they do. Their whole lifetime it's been losses, with the exception of last year. So there's just no way that you can tell me these numbers are real or they're sustainable. It's just not possible. But some really creative financing is what I see. I really do. So I really got to call them. I got to ask them what the hell they're doing. Because how the hell are you making that much money per car? I hope people know. The inventory's increased about 150 vehicles in millions, except for the shares and numbers reflected in thousands, par values. Okay, well, maybe that's 1,000, 300,000. I don't know. I don't know what the inventory would be. They went up on cash, sure. No, property and equipment. Nope, they actually went down on there. That's cool. So they're right at $7 billion. See, it doesn't make sense. $7 billion on assets and $7 billion on liabilities. They're a break-even company. Long-term debt, right there, $5.4 billion. They actually increased their long-term debt. I don't know how people can see this as a good thing. I just don't. I've looked at it every different way. But hey, they have an investment into Root, and Root goes up, they go up. So here we go. Obligations of finance receivables. Proceeds from sale of finance receivables net. Cool. Gains on loan sales. Yeah, they lost. They lost. So they're down. They're down on free cash flow from flow activities. They won. They lost. They didn't lose as much. So, yeah, they made some cash. God, that warrants a $250 price range per share when the book is only $4. Book value is $4 a share here, guys. And it's selling for $250. I want the meltdown to make a whole post about this. Why aren't they attacking Carvana investors? Like, you guys are done, man. Dumb money. Buying a meme stock. Buying a stock for $250 a share. Book's only $4, bro. You're dumb. I've never seen it. I don't see those videos. My bad. Look at this. Restricted stock awards, Class A units versus not. I'm reading. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just reading. You guys can't even really see it, huh? It's not even big enough for you. There we go. Advertising, didn't spend as much. Spent more. There we go. Oh, so did it go to the right? Really? That's weird. Okay, so they're still spending the same. Logistics the same. Hold up. Hold on. So, help me out. I'm not really smart. But we're selling more cars than ever. We're making more profit than ever. but you're still paying the same amount for logistics and marketing and advertising. And the compensation and benefits have been flat compared to March, but you're doing more right now. I don't understand. If I sold more cars, wouldn't logistics go up because I have to transport more vehicles? This guy said vote blue. Okay. Will do. What does that even mean, vote blue? I'm still reading. Man, this is crazy. Well, I know I don't like the board of directors. I don't like this is real funny math. Real funny math. Look at this, guys. You tell me why we're not paying more for logistics and we're selling 28,000, almost 30,000 more cars. It's the same price. You're paying the same price. How? Look at the total gross profit per unit. 5,900 versus 74. Almost 2.5 thousand, 2,500 more dollars. That is crazy. And you're telling me it only costs you $469 to sell a car? Or is that SG&A? SG&A expenses are $469. The same amount SG&A. Oh man. This is crazy. Retail units sold. Yeah, $4,000 per retail unit. Like, do they have somebody buying their cars that I don't know about? Like, who's overpaying for these cars? Are they people? Hold on, Carvana. Who's your number one customer? Odessa. Later in the letter, we discuss ways we continue to integrate and benefit from our acquisition of Odessa. In our growth frame above, we believe Odessa is a clear, tangible, and easily extraordinary growth driver. Number 3, the pieces are in place. Can support annual production capacity of over 1 million retail units, and our real estate footprint can support an annual production capacity of 3 million retail. The future is bright. So they can hold even more cars. Odessa. This is how they're doing it. Someone's buying these vehicles wholesale and selling them. There's no way. You can do this forever? Odessa car auction. Odessa. That's what they're doing. They're getting them at auction? And you're telling me they're winning auctions? They're winning the auction? Franchise vehicle manufacturers, Odessa executive team. So these are the guys that are helping you. Carvana, the leading e-commerce brand for buying and selling used cars, acquires the Odessa U.S. physical location business from Car Global, including 56 auction locations. Oh my God. Do you guys remember Car Global? I do. Car Global. Car Global announces $550 million. Yeah, I talked about this one before. I know it. Connect the dots part like 20. Apex Partners. So how are they selling these cars? All right, don't mind me, guys. I know you guys are like, what the hell are we doing, Marantz? You're just sitting here talking to yourself. Yeah, I am. Because it doesn't make sense for someone to be paying $7,600 per unit over. He's an enterprise rent-a-car before he joined the team here at the Fleet Auto Nation. Okay, cool. You guys are all auto guys? I like auto guys. I want to make sure they're all auto guys. Look at that. They are. But who's working this deal out? Yeah, good job. 15 years with Baker Hill. I don't know who Baker Hill is. Somebody had to come up with this great idea. We're going to use all 56 locations. The problem is, the 56 locations, this whole thing's owned by Carvana. This whole company, owned by Carvana. And how are they getting the cars for the price they're getting them? It's wild. I'll keep looking into it, guys. Sorry to waste your night with me. I know you guys are probably like sitting there like, yo, Marantz, it's Halloween. Yeah, I know, bros. Nobody's buying cars. That's my whole thing. Puts a Carvana soon. Mario, from my perspective, it shouldn't be anywhere it is right now. RK was wearing a car-themed movie Band-Aid on his face in the live stream. And no, stop the bullshit. Negative car equity. Hey, what's up, Mom? What you got? I don't know. What did Minty say? I don't know what Minty said. Okay. Don't worry. I bought candy just in case. Well, there's candy on the table. I saw it. Thank you, Sergio, for always sending whatever my way. Prayers my way. All right, let's go ahead and clear up this whole chart here. So, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. And I don't know how they're doing it. But somebody's cheating. I know it sounds crazy.
If you need assistance, please signal a conference specialist by pressing the star key followed by 0. After today's presentation, there will be an opportunity to ask questions. To ask a question, you may press star, then 1 on your touch-tone phone. To withdraw your question, please press star and then 2. Also, please limit yourself to 1 question and 1 follow-up. Re-queue to ask additional questions. Please note this event is being recorded. I would now like to turn the conference over to Meg Keehan, Investor Relations.
Hey, Meg, just so we're clear, right here at Sybaris Capital Management, Sybaris is actually funded and run by Drexel Burnham Lambert alum Steve Feinberg. I just want to point that out. Steve Feinberg has been, he has had, if you look right here, at the age of 32, he formed this damn thing with William Richter right here. At the time, the firm had $10 million under management, its assets, and it grew to $60 billion by now. But in 1999, the firm hired former Vice President Dan Quayle as chairman of Sybaris Capital Global Investments. In 2006, they hired former U.S. Secretary Treasurer John Snow, who serves as chairman of Sybaris. Don't I know John Snow? We know John Snow. Tell me I know John Snow. There's a reason why I'm telling you this stuff, guys. Yeah. No, John Snow, who are you? Haven't I seen you before? Yeah, transportation, Jimmy Carter, Yale. Where do I know that name from? The only reason why I tell you this, guys, is there it is. Part of CSX. CSX Lies was sold to the Carlyle Group, but no, yeah, we know private equity. We got that. During Ronald Reagan, blah, blah, blah. No. How do I know John Snow? Sybaris Capital. Boom. Good morning. You know what's the craziest part about this dude? John Snow. Hank Paulson was nominated CEO. Snow was forced to resign. Oh, that's who he replaced. Good to know. The reason why I tell you this, guys, on the board of directors, so obviously who runs Sybaris, right? Board of directors, Carvana, Dan Quayle. Yes, the former vice president. So that's a problem I have. So as we listen to this nonsense-ass feed, Drive Capital, 2 dudes who made it big before Root even came out and went public, they bought it for 32 cents a share.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, Dave. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us on Carvana's third quarter 2024 earnings conference call. Please note that this call will be simultaneously webcast on the Investor Relations section of the company's corporate website at investors.carvana.com. The third quarter shareholder letter is also posted on the IR website. Additionally, we posted a set of supplemental financial tables for Q3, which can be found on the Events and Presentations page of our IR website. Joining me on the call today are Ernie Garcia, Chief Executive Officer, and Mark Jenkins, Chief Financial Officer. Before we start, I would like to remind you that the following discussion contains forward-looking statements within the meanings of the federal securities laws, including, but not limited to, Carvana's market opportunities and future financial results that involve risks and uncertainties that may cause actual results to differ materially from those discussed here. A detailed discussion of the material factors that cause actual results to differ from forward-looking statements can be found in the Risk Factors section of Carvana's most recent Form 10-K and Forms 10-Q. The forward-looking statements and risks in this conference call are based on current expectations as of today, and Carvana assumes no obligation to update or revise them, whether as a result of new developments or otherwise. Our commentary today will include non-GAAP financial metrics. Unless otherwise specified, all references to GPU and SG&A will be to the non-GAAP metrics, and all references to EBITDA will be to adjusted EBITDA. Reconciliations between GAAP and non-GAAP metrics for our reported results can be found in our shareholder letter issued today, a copy of which can be found on our IR website. And with that said, I'd like to turn the call over to Ernie Garcia. Ernie?
Thanks, Meg, and thanks everyone for joining the call. The third quarter was another exceptional quarter for Carvana. We had record performance in virtually every key financial measure. Our net income in the third quarter was $148 million. Our operating income was $337 million. And our adjusted EBITDA was $429 million.
Doesn't he sound like Adam Aaron when he's delivering an earnings report? Comes out really excited about the news, just boom. But what you should be excited about is the fact that this man's worth $400 million more because of his investments within Root and this company here. But I'm going to show you some crazy stuff that I uncovered during this call and after this call. There's some stuff out there, guys, you guys need to know.
For an adjusted EBITDA margin of 11.7%. Excitingly, when putting those numbers into broader context, in the third quarter, we also broke last quarter's record for the most profitable quarter among automotive public retailers ever. And this is being achieved in what most are describing as a challenging environment in the industry. Over the last 11 years and $10 billion, we laid the foundations of a highly differentiated model that delivers highly differentiated customer experiences at scale. Over the last 2.5 years, we have learned hard-fought lessons that led to rapidly driving operational and financial efficiencies across the business. And over the last 9 months, we have paired our highly differentiated customer experiences and highly differentiated financial model to simultaneously become the fastest growing and most profitable automotive retailer. A simple way to think about this is the gap between Carvana and our competitors in growth and financial performance is equal to the gap between Carvana and our competitors in customer experience and business model quality. If you take a moment to reflect on that framework, what does it imply for our ultimate market share? We find our answer to that question to be very exciting, especially because we aren't done digging our moat. We continue to see significant opportunities for further improvement in every part of the business. With the creativity and ambition of our team, we don't expect this to end anytime soon. In addition, we have already invested in and built the most difficult to obtain and expensive infrastructure required to enable scaling, and that infrastructure unlocks efficient growth to a significant multiple of our current size. We currently have built-out reconditioning infrastructure to support over 1 million retail units per year. Beyond that, we have enough physical real estate to support over 3 million retail units per year. And our path to unlocking it is being illuminated as we have built and executed our integration playbook at 5 of the 56 ADESA sites already. Underscoring the value of these investments as well as the efficiency of our operations, completing each of these integrations required minimal CapEx and approximately 90 days of lead time. In the past, building reconditioning centers was generally a 1 to 3 year process requiring significant CapEx. Continuing this rollout over time will drive positive feedback in our business by reconditioning more cars closer to our customers. This will improve unit economics through more efficient access to large pools of inventory, as well as lower inbound and outbound shipping distances and costs, and will provide customer experiences that are even better through greater selection and faster delivery. All of this is happening in the context of an industry with 40 million used vehicle transactions per year. The opportunity is very big and largely untapped. As a 1% market share holder, the opportunity in front of us is still 99% as large as it was on day one. Accordingly, we are continuing to apply day one intensity to tackling our opportunity. Building Carvana was always going to be hard. Our business is complex, demands many different functional capabilities, and is capital intensive. Doing hard and valuable things is the ultimate competitive moat, and we have done many hard things over the last 11 years. As a result, we're in a stronger competitive position than we have ever been. From here, the degree of our success will be driven by our ability to maintain our intensity, our ambition, and our focus, and will be governed by the quality of our execution. These are all things we are in control of, and that's an exciting place to be. We are energized and remain firmly on the path to buying and selling millions of cars, to becoming the largest, most profitable automotive retailer, and to fulfilling our mission of changing the way people buy and sell cars. The march continues. Mark?
Thank you, Ernie, and thank you all for joining us today. The third quarter was an extraordinary quarter for Carvana that was enabled by our team's continued focus on driving.
All right. So scripted, they read the script, they go for it. So this right here, it shows you that under the terms of investment agreement, Carvana will invest approximately $129 million of primary capital into Root in a convertible, right there, convertible preferred security, convertible at $9 per share into approximately 14 million Class A shares of Root. So yes, they knew damn well what they were doing here, guys. For $9 a share, Root's pumped out already up to $116 per share, whatever it may be. These guys own half the company of Root. So they set this up. They didn't buy the shares of Root at the bottom or at the top or anything like that. They auctioned off what they had. So that was the first thing. Next thing is this. When you look at Root, I want you to look at this about Root. This guy here, this is going to be their CEO of Root. Malka Meyer is his name. Now he's one of the senior guys at Root. So watch this. He sells off 54,000 shares, guys, at $5 a piece. All right, 54,000 shares at $5 a piece, and he makes $262,000. Do you know what else he sells? Look at what he gets awarded. Okay, all of these shares. Now, when you're looking at these shares, all these thousands of shares. This is Hood. Robinhood. This young man is on the board of directors at Robinhood. He then sells off the 13,300 shares that he gets from Root. And he sells them for $800,000, guys. I want you to think about how much he sold. $800,000, and look at the price, $60 a share. You want to know what he just sold off? He just sold 3.2 million shares of Robinhood. 3.2 million shares of Robinhood for $80 million. Hey, you're going to make $200,000. You're going to make $800,000. Oh, wait, I can change the world and cash out on Robinhood at $25 a share. I got to go look at Robinhood really quick. Robinhood and Vlad, right? The boys at Hood. $25. He sold it at the peak. The peak was $29, but he sold it at $25 a share. What a sell. Don't worry, it's down to $23 right now. I just had to go check myself. $80 million. That's the executives here at Root. Right here, Root. This is Robinhood Board of Directors. You guys know Vlad Tenev? The billionaire, apparently. Well, read this is his team right here. And when you go look at his team, you find out who they are. You're going to see this guy, Meyer, Malakala, whatever the hell his name is, right here. And he's board of directors at Ribbit. Ribbit owns half of Root. That's my point. So he's on the board of directors at Root. He's on the board of directors at Robinhood. Owns controlling stakes at both companies. Sold off all his Robinhood, 3.3 million shares. He has Root, and he has a lot of it. Meyer McKilla. Is he on this list? He's not on this list of dudes, our leadership team. Is he on this list? Not even on this list. He's just the main investor. The main investor from Ribbit. Don't worry, Ribbit holds a lot of shares. Right here, Carvana Group. 49.2% of the company on Root. Unbelievable. Don't worry, we'll keep listening to this boring call.
Driving operational excellence by identifying further fundamental gains and operating efficiencies while also pursuing growth. For the third consecutive quarter, we earned positive net income, and we again set new company records for adjusted EBITDA margin, GAAP operating income, and GAAP operating margin. Our adjusted EBITDA margin of 11.7% surpassed the midpoint of our long-term financial model EBITDA margin range of 8 to 13.5%, and we continue to see meaningful opportunities for fundamental gains to continue driving toward the higher end of that range over time. Moving to our third quarter results. Unless otherwise noted, all comparisons will be on a year-over-year basis. Q3 again demonstrated the strength of our differentiated business model and our ability to achieve both strong unit growth and profitability. The strong demand experienced in the first half of the year continued into the third quarter. Retail units sold totaled 108,651 in Q3, an increase of 34%. Revenue was $3.655 billion, an increase of 32%. Our strong results in the third quarter and expectation of accelerating year-over-year growth in the fourth quarter is being driven by our three long-term growth drivers. 1. Continuously improving our customer offering. While we continue to focus our people, process, and product efforts on driving fundamental gains in unit economics, these efforts are also leading to meaningful improvements in the customer experience through more seamless shopping, transaction, and delivery experiences. 2. Increasing awareness, understanding, and trust. Our growth through the first 3 quarters of the year has benefited from increasing brand awareness and consumer shifts toward e-commerce on approximately flat advertising spend. In Q4...
Yep, growth and flat on advertising spend and nothing else. We talked about that, guys. The reason why I'm showing you Dragoneer, this is one of the investment groups. You guys got to pay attention to them. They're private equity, and they are the ones who set up this deal with Silver Lake on Root, on going public. They're the guys formerly of TPG Capital and McKinsey & Company, the head of it. But we all know Silver Lake. If you guys are not familiar with Silver Lake, you should know. But Mark Stad is the founder and managing partner at Dragoneer Investment Group. Mark Stad is a guest speaker at the Milken Institute. Okay? I'm just telling you, it's plain as day. It's easy. This is an easy run for private equity, guys. If you're not familiar with Silver Lake is the ones who gave money to, thank you for supporting the channel there with the $10 super chat, GME fiend. Yes. So Silver Lake's the company that actually gave AMC money. I think it was like $500 million, $700 million during the pandemic, and bought bulk of the company and then sold out the shares. Yeah, they're on the same floors. I believe floor 38, 39 of the Salo building, right next to Apollo and KKR and the boys who all lived in the same building at one point. So, yeah, it kind of plays out the way you knew it would. Private equity. Mark Stad is Dragoneer, and he partnered up with Silver Lake to give you Root. When you're buying private equity plays and they go public, and they're the ones doing the work of the devil in this case here, because why else is Cerberus Capital here and Carvana? Why is this stock pumping opposite of GameStop? For the last year and a half, this stock has gone from a $4 stock all the way to a $255 stock. And there are people out there that are trying to tell you that GameStop's only worth $20. Yet they're willing to pump every other investment from zero to a hero, like Abercrombie & Fitch, like this one, like they did with Bed Bath & Beyond, like they've done with Mullen Automotive in the past, and like they've done with every other investment from private equity. It's all bullshit. I'm sorry to tell it to you this way, so straightforward, but there's no way around it. I've been studying, I've been following, I've been doing everything I can just to show you if a guy like Mark Stad is in your company, then maybe you shouldn't be in it. But for the fact they handed it off to the investors with convertible warrants for nothing, literally nothing, now they're all out. They're all out of those convertible warrants. So the value is not going to be there for people. So what did they do? The insiders, they sold all their shares. They sold all their shares of Carvana, and they sold all their shares of Root as well. That's what they did. But what do I know?
Along with our accelerating growth, we expect to invest between $5 and $10 million more in advertising compared to Q3 to further raise awareness of our offering. 3, increasing inventory selection and other benefits of scale. Inventory selection and more inventory pools in more locations are two key sources of positive feedback in our business model, leading to better selection and faster delivery times. Throughout the year, our inventory teams have been focused on increasing production output to better match demand.
It gets better.
And we made progress doing so in the third quarter. However, we still remain below.
It gets better. Peltana, okay? Pelotana, whatever the hell that is. Remember I told you? It's from one of the creators of Root. He's one of the founders. He went ahead and got it started. And then he hired a CEO named Doug Ullman, who's on the board of directors of Root as well. The reason I'm telling you this is because between the founding fathers of this company, you're going to see right here that the doctor and Tom Lennox, okay, cancer survivor and Abercrombie and Fitch executive, rode together in this other event, and that's what got this one started. So, yes, even Tom Lennox, who's of Abercrombie and Fitch, went ahead and got this thing started. You guys should know this stuff. And why? Because they use nonprofits. I've even highlighted this on Connect the Dots before, certain nonprofits, and they sit on the same board of directors. It's like they want all their kids to go to the same school, right? They want to get all into the same things. So I look at it from that standpoint. They're all buddies on and off the clock. I remember when somebody asked me to be on the board of directors for a nonprofit organization, only because I was on the board of directors for another nonprofit. They literally go, "Oh, you're on that board of directors? You're the treasurer?" I was the treasurer for a nonprofit. And they go, "Oh, why don't you come on our BRs for Fight Cancer Now?" And there was a company called Fight Cancer Now, a nonprofit. And I was the treasurer, the secretary. I can't even remember. It's so long ago. But yeah, I went to a meeting. I go to a board meeting. I'm like, okay, they're like, keep minutes for this, and we're going to do this with the money, and we're going to do it. And I was just voting. How do you vote? Nay or yay or whatever? I'm like, wow, okay, this is what it means to be on a board of directors for a nonprofit. What's the next one? Then Boys and Girls Club comes calling, then everyone else comes. It happens like that. And then you're like, okay, I don't want to do this. I just want to go to work, and I just want to, go home. But a lot of these guys go from group to group to group if you don't know this stuff. So I'm reading some other stuff here about another company. But I just read all damn day, guys. I look for stuff. I look for names. I look for the dots.
Our target available website inventory levels and returning to more optimal levels remains a key near-term focus. Our strong profitability results in Q3 were again driven by sustained and fundamental improvements across all GPU components and operations expenses, as well as levering our overhead expenses. Non-GAAP retail GPU was $36.17. An increase of $740, marking our sixth sequential quarter with a new company record. Strength in retail GPU continues to be driven by fundamental gains and consistent performance across several areas, including non-vehicle cost of sales, customer sourcing, inventory turn times, and revenues from additional services. Year-over-year changes were also driven by higher spreads between wholesale and...
So revenue from additional services. So that's not part of the car deal, but it's included into the car deal? I'm curious. Is it the insurance itself? Because you said 3,600. GPU is gross per unit, guys. So they were at $3,600, but all of a sudden the price of the vehicles are $7,600 of GPU, right? So are you including the premium, the whole amount of the insurance, like the annual? Is it all front loaded? Like, I don't understand. They need to be more clear. SEC needs to ask these questions. There's no way somebody can tell me the industry's at 25 to 36 on profit per unit GPU, and these guys are at 76. They're literally $4,000 higher.
Retail market prices and lower retail depreciation rates. Looking ahead to Q4, we expect seasonality in retail GPU to be more similar to our average seasonality in 2018 through 2021 than our seasonality in 2022 and 2023, with the latter 2 years both impacted by unique internal factors. Non-GAAP wholesale GPU was $1123, an increase of $172. Year-over-year changes were primarily driven by growth in both wholesale vehicle and wholesale marketplace gross profit. Looking ahead to Q4, we expect seasonality in wholesale gross profit dollars to be similar to our average seasonality in 2018 through 2023.
Non-GAAP other GPU was $29.45, an increase of $377. The increase in other GPU was primarily driven by higher spreads between origination interest rates and benchmark rates, partially offset by the impacts of hedging benchmark rate interest rate changes, and selling a smaller amount of loans relative to originations in Q3 2024 compared to Q3 2023. We estimate that selling a greater volume of loans than we originated generated approximately $150 per unit of incremental other GPU in Q3, and that a decline in benchmark interest rates between loan origination and sale generated approximately $100 per unit of incremental other GPU in Q3, other things being equal. Non-GAAP SG&A expense was $406 million, an increase of 10%. Q3 was another strong quarter for demonstrating the power of our model to lever SG&A expenses. Our 34% growth in retail units sold led to an $832 reduction in non-GAAP SG&A expense per retail unit sold. The Carvana operations portion of SG&A expense totaled $1,731 per retail unit sold, a decrease of $220, primarily driven by our operational efficiency initiatives. The overhead portion of SG&A expense totaled $147 million in Q3, an increase of $6 million, primarily driven by $4 million of non-recurring benefits in Q3 last year, leading to a reduction of $388 per retail unit sold. 2024 has been an incredible year for Carvana. To say thank you to our team members that helped make this a reality, we have announced a thank you cash bonus to thousands of employees across Carvana that will impact adjusted EBITDA by approximately $10 million in Q4. We continue to see opportunities for significant SG&A expense leverage over time and as we scale, driven by both continued improvements in operational expenses as well as leverage in the fixed components of our cost structure. Adjusted EBITDA was $429 million in Q3, an increase of $281 million and a new company record. Adjusted EBITDA margin was 11.7% in Q3, a 6.4 percentage point increase and a new company record. It is worth noting that our adjusted EBITDA is very high quality compared to many rapidly growing companies due to relatively low non-cash expenses.
We're going to stop right there because it's boring as shit, these guys. New record. Are you aware that they've only made a profit in 3 out of X amount of quarters their whole career? So it's always going to be a new record. They've coming from the gutters. I'm just not a believer. I'm not a believer. But I just want to say thank you to everybody hanging out with me on Halloween. My point of breaking down that company and breaking down that investment, a lot of it has to do with the fact that I am not a believer that NVIDIA and Carvana are on the up and up on their investments. I tell you guys, I look at balance sheets, I look at board of directors, I look at info, and I see things that don't make sense over there. I don't know why the world could tell me that they wouldn't buy GameStop at $10 or $11 book, and the price of the stock is $20, but they're willing to buy Carvana for a book value of $4 at $2.55. Like, make that make sense, and I'll just shut up. Tell me why that company is so valuable when I know a company that has more cash on hand, no corporate debt, and has better revenue, better gross profit, better margins, and I can show it to you. Tell me how you're buying that at $2.55. And the only thing pumping into it is Root. Just know it. There's something there that doesn't make sense. The $7,600 GPU doesn't make sense at all. So, and that's not GPU, but that's $7,600 actual. No, it's profit. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. So, anyway, cut my elbow earlier. That's why I have a thing here. I cut it and I'm bleeding everywhere. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. I got to go hand out candy and stuff. Not candy. I'm handing out baseball cards, bro. I don't care who comes to my door. You come to my door, bro, that's the guy who gave us Pokemon cards. I'm the guy. I'm going to be wearing my GameStop shirt, too. They're going to figure it out one day. JP Morgan affiliates to pay $151 million to resolve SEC enforcement actions. That's all. That's the price of doing business. That JP Morgan got fined $151 million for providing misleading disclosures to investors to breach the fiduciary duty. So they make billions, but they got to pay millions. That's it. The 30-year mortgage, guys, raised all the way up to 7.38. You better not tell me you're selling houses, guys. I don't want to hear it. The 5-month winning streak for the S&P 500 is coming to an end. It has come to an end. You did not win this month in October. October's over, and you're not green this month like you have been green on the S&P for the last 6 months? 5 months. 5 months. But what do we know? We just study the stock and talk about it. But yeah, Bitcoin's coming all the way down again. That sounds great. I like that. Bitcoin's coming down. Good. Get to a safe landing under 70,000. We'll be all right. Apple was down. I talked about it. What we didn't talk about, and we need to, is right here. Let me go find it for you first before we talk about it. I got to go to my charts. Let's talk about Intel. Intel announced earnings after market. Remember that I feel Intel suspended their dividend because they want to sit on their cash. They want to get ready for a market blow up. That's a candle that's worth a candle worth talking about. To go from $20.64 all up to $20.45. It's significant, but in the world of things, it's not really that great. Okay. To give an example, $23 on the after hours. It's not even back to the previous highs of just 3 weeks ago over here, or a month ago. So yeah, it's just not there. The gap is all the way at 28.60. So if you can get up to 28.60, well, then you're back to where you were. But you're in a new world. It doesn't matter what news comes out. It's not going to get you there. Okay. I just want people to know it's a rough times over here in this stock. So I don't want people to get tricked by one movement. But Intel will come right back down. It will. It has nowhere to go but down until they take over this market. The Snap CEO announced that he's going to sell off $88 million worth of shares. Thanks for letting me know. So he's going to sell it off from now until March of 2026. That's what you do. As a CEO, you let people know, hey, I'm going to sell off some shares and we're going to get it at this price. So if your company's worth as much as you think it is and it can hold up and people are willing to buy the shares you're selling, well, then there you go. Then you're doing it right. But no, I just don't see it. Okay. The crazy part for me about Bitcoin, if you guys are not familiar, yesterday Bitcoin had the third largest inflow ever in the history of the crypto, and everyone bought in. $870 million came flying into Bitcoin yesterday. And I just want to remind you guys about Bitcoin just so that we can talk about it clearly. Bitcoin is institutionally held. It's not owned by people or diamond-handed people that are just trying to look for a price. It doesn't work that way. Banks bought into Bitcoin in 2017 and they never let it go. They realized what it was. So what you're seeing is people leveraging and pumping Bitcoin. It's one thing. But just know you can go all the way up to 70-something thousand. It's going to come back down because they're going to pump it right out of you. So when they had the third largest day ever yesterday, $870 million come flying in, yeah, that's why it's down. Because everybody was buying it at the top, and they're like, all right, you guys want to come buy it? Cool. We're going to sell it. And we're going to sell it all off and take our profits here at this time. So now you have new bag holders up at 73,000. But dumping and pumping on a crypto is not criminal. It's just the nature of doing business. But for me personally, I only buy GameStop. That's it. So I know I beat it over the head today about Carvana and Root and that partnership, but that's what I see. Okay? These investments are spooky. Set up a camera if you can for handing out the cards. I guess I could do that. That's what I've been wondering too, Marantz. How late is it? Yeah, thank you so much. GameStop give the players full ownership of their games. Yep. Intel is my buy portfolio for the bottom. Cool. Trump spoke very positively on crypto. Oh, I'm sure he did. But, stumping on one thing, and then when it comes time to, get it passed and talk about it. It's a lot different. You know, Trump said something in his most recent interview. He said that he was going to go ahead and take out all the regulations that are holding back everyday families paying for products, you know, and premium for products. It's ridiculous, all the regulations that are out there that companies in turn have to upsell you and upcharge you because they're having to pay certain hurdles to get the product to you. And he said he's going to invent a new position within his cabinet, within his team, where the sole purpose of that person is to bring down the prices of items, of things for families. And there's a way of doing it. There's a way of doing it and regulating and going through and seeing, you know, what we're paying overhead per pallet, per cargo ship, per, you know, container. And they're going to find a way to get you your things for cheaper because they don't have friends on the Hill. You know, the one thing you have to remember about President Trump is he's not a politician. He's not. He's a rich dude. He's a rich guy, and he understands the rich problems, but he knows how to solve them. But if you don't think he's looking out for you, the American, maybe you don't know how American he is. He's with 100% the most American president I've ever been around and I've ever seen in my life. He's not word salad. He's not bullshit. He says things that he wants to really try to do. So I support it, and I don't mind saying it out loud. I'm 6 days away from an election. I've been called garbage. I've been called garbage a lot on the internet. I'm okay. I have 200 garbage bags sitting there that I'm going to dress up as a bag of trash. And the most recent quote from Mark Cuban was that there's not a single smart woman that sits and hangs around Donald Trump or that is part of the Republican Party. Mark Cuban, if you want to be more disconnected with the world, keep talking about women and them not being educated because they believe in Trump. You know, you can't bully me, Mark Cuban, into voting for your candidate. And you can't say things that make me feel inferior. It's not possible. But for a guy who got lucky, and I also believe this too, for a guy who swims with his shirt on, I just can't follow you into any fight. Right? That's just me, Mark. You look like a guy who wears a full-on hoodie when you go swimming. But the other part about, not to be funny or anything, Mark, but I'm going to tell you something else, is there's a lot of entertainers, and they're all millionaires. Guys, I'm telling you, they're all millionaires. And they're all telling you that they're you. Jennifer Aniston came out and showed support for Kamala today. Is that her name? Kamala, Miss Harris. Vice President Harris. And you can be the biggest fan of Jennifer. You can. Love her movies, love her as a person. But that she portrays in the movies or on the TV shows. My wife will tell you I have never seen one episode of Friends. Not one. But I do like her movies, sure. She might even be a cute girl to some of you. But when it comes to politicking, she has no children. Nor does Kamala. So how are two individuals that don't have a future within this country going to tell me how I should be voting for the future of this country? For my said children. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. I have firm belief in a lot of things, and I speak on them. And it just so happens that the meltdowns and shambles, that the people who lean on the left that support this show are in shambles with my personal beliefs. And you're going to be that way, guys. You're going to be that way because you're severely misinformed and or you vote based off of how much you hate someone more than the logic that's within. I can't vote for somebody who has no future within this company. They don't do things for the benefit of my children and me. Not at all. And that would be Ms. Harris. So, and I'm not, and when I look at it, and I hear the policies and I hear the platforms they speak on, there's just like one of those things, there's like a radar out there. Like, how real am I? You guys can read me back and forth. You guys see me, and you guys are like, yo, Marantz, you're legit, you're authentic, you're down to earth, you're a real person. I am, right? I'm not bought and paid for. Well, that's how I view that individual. She is bought and paid for. I can hear it in her voice. I can hear it in her presence, in her delivery. Well, growing up in a middle-class family, like it's the same rinse and repeat. It's the same thing. It'd be one thing if you had a YouTube channel and you're trying to tell the world about GameStop. Maybe you have the same delivery every day. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But if you're a career politician, you better be polished. You want to run for president. I don't think she's polished at all. And when you meet people, guys, like in high school and in college, and you have interaction with people and the way they speak, the way they carry themselves, you go like this: oh, he's going to be president one day. Oh, that guy could run for president one day. Maybe he could even run for city council. Right? Oh, he might be the next governor. It all depends on how they carry themselves. But would you ever say that about Ms. Harris? No. That never crossed your mind once in your life if you met her before. If you've seen her speak or you've seen her walk and talk and heckle. It's not personal. It's the truth. But you'll take it personal. I know. Let's hit this goal. MAGA. Sure. We dressed the garbage bags for Halloween. Yeah, I will. Mark Cuban is anti-American. I don't know. I don't go that far, man. I just think that these guys who speak on it, like, I'm going to give you an example, guys. There's a song out there that you guys should know. It's called La Puerta Negra, okay? And it means the black door. And it's a song that came out in like 1984 from a group called Los Tigres del Norte. Okay, the Tigers of the North. Do you think they know the policies of the Harris campaign? Do you think they know where they're performing? They just performed right now at the Harris rally, right before this show. And then here comes out this senator-to-be, this guy who's running for senator, and he comes out there and says, I'm Latino, and I'm running, and this reminds me of cleaning the floors with the pine saw on the floor, and my mom, and he's like trying to relate to the crowd. And I'm listening, and I'm Hispanic, okay? I grew up in a Hispanic household. I grew up where my grandmother makes tortillas with their hands and feet, bro. Manteca, salt, pepper, whatever you got to do, everything's from scratch. I was born and raised this way. Music pumping. All Spanish songs. Let me tell you something. That guy couldn't be more disconnected with me. And he was a veteran like me. But he didn't have the delivery. He had the fake raw. I call it the all hool, no go. Right? All raw, no go. All show, no go. Like, there's some dudes out there that are here to fight. Some dudes out here to get it done. Talk and speak. And you can feel it. You're like, yo, that guy's a vet? Yeah. How about this? You never question it. You know a veteran when you see him. That boy was in the military, bro. You can tell. This dude, you couldn't tell. He had to tell you he was in the military. You would have never known it. You're like, what? That's the issue I have with the party and the disconnect. I'm more inclined to listen to Gavin Newsom talk than anyone else on that party because he's eloquent. He's good with words. That's how Obama got me. And not that I didn't vote for Obama, but he got me to the point where I was okay with defeat. I was like this. Mitt Romney? Couldn't beat him? All right. Who was the other one? The dude from Arizona. Senator McCain? Can't beat him? All right. That's how I was. I can't beat him. The dude was just magnificent with words and show and present. And the same thing, Bill Clinton's the same way. So I look at all these investments we make and I look at the world we live in. The guy who can't get me, who can't motivate me to lean a certain way is Elon Musk. Nope. He can talk all the game in the world. He can say these things. It's a fake rah. It's not real. The guy who can spit, Vivek Vinswamy, he can spit, right? Comes out, he's a wizard. That's the kind of guy that's going to run for office. That's the kind of guy that's going to get some votes and become a senator or a House representative of some kind. That's what's happening. You have to believe in the person. And I feel the same way about my investments. I love it when Ryan Cohen talks. I love it when he doesn't talk. I love it even more. It had a timer. Yeah, it's all good, Sergio. It's just up there. YouTube puts it up. It's not something that I care about. Funny thing is, people think middle class is $70K a year. Dems have normalized that. Middle class is $250K a year in salary 6 years ago. Schellinger, I do the best I can financially, and I don't believe in classes. I don't. I believe in education. Like, there's an ignorance factor. So I give you the case in point. This is why I buy GameStop shares. And when people tell me they don't have money to invest, I just look them up and down, and then I walk away. Straight up. Because you got a pair of Jordans? What is that, 15 shares? Like, I literally bought my shoes for $10. I'll show you something. I bought my shoes for $10. Okay? I'm not exaggerating. I bought these Adidas right here for $10. They're a little dirty right now, but somebody will tell you these are old man shoes. This the old man you see rocking the Adidas with Dockers on or something. $10. I'll brag to you how much something costs or doesn't cost before I ever brag to you how much I spent on something. And that's me. If I can find it for cheap, I'm rocking it. If I can find a thrift store or Ross, I'm rocking it. I don't care what it looks like. A jacket. You know what's the purpose of a jacket? To keep you warm. To keep you dry. What do I care what it looks like? How it fits. Did it do the job? There we go. Remember, everyone, when Marantz is live, Tony Nero, oh, man. That's too much, bro. See, all you guys out there in the meltdown try to get me to say things that I shouldn't say. So I won't. I've learned what you guys do in the meltdown. I've learned the hard way. You guys attack me and attack the channel, attack the info. And it messes with me mentally in a way not like you think. Like, we could talk about the videos they're doing to me right now. And the slander they're putting on me. Calling me essentially a child molester. And you know what I say? I'll let God deal with them. They're not worth my energy. It's not worth the video response. In the past, I probably would have tore them apart with words. Because I can. I have a weapon in front of me, the microphone. Certainly with a guy like me, I know how to use it. It's like one of those Eminem things. Eminem wants to rap battle and then he'd be like, nah, they're not worth it. Not that I give Eminem any credit around here. He's trash. But these humans, these people that come after me, they're going to have to answer to somebody one day. Karma or life or God. That's it. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to love my investment. I'm going to keep plugging away. What's the best part of my investment is that it keeps getting bigger and bigger every day. And as big as it gets, the amount of money I pour in, it never goes down. There was time last year in 2023 where my investment into GameStop was worth $3,000, $3,600. There was a time the stock price was so low, and my portfolio was only $3,000, $3,600. I felt like that big. I felt like, what's the point? But all those mental exercises, all the books I read, all the education I put behind it, I literally go to myself and I say, you know what? I'm not going to let the noise get to me. I'm just going to keep plugging away. One share a day. As slow as it might go, one share a day. And the price will be real low. It'll be like $10. And I'll be like, man, I need to do more than one today. I need to do 20. I need to do 10. But I don't have it. So I do one share a day. And the times that I've had money, the stock's always more expensive. And I'm like, what the hell, man? It like waits for me to get my bonus check. It waits for me to get paid. And then the price goes up. Like, why don't I have money on the times that it's low? And you know what? None of that matters. All those times I could have bought it at 14, 15, 16. I did buy one share, but I couldn't buy more. I couldn't. I have to live my life. I have things I have to do. You know, I don't miss it. I didn't feel like I missed out on anything because now my account's 20 grand. And there's no taking it down. Guys, it's been 1 year. I want you to think about that right now. 2023 to 2024. Yeah, I know. It's been a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years. We're almost at 2025. Doesn't matter. I was at 3,000. Now I'm at 20,000. You can't take it away from me. It keeps getting bigger. So I'm going to keep paying my bills. I'm going to keep tackling what's in front of me. Take care of my family, take care of my health, take care of myself. But it's Halloween, guys. We're in November next week. I love it. I'm biting your style, Ricky B. Hey, man, $10, bro. When you size 13, the price comes down. So I just wait. I never buy anything the first week. So it'll come out. The shoes will come out for sale. I'll be like, all right, I'll wait till the price comes down. Price comes down because nobody sells size 13s. So I just wait. And then it gets down, and then it gets to $15, and I go, okay, people are going to buy them now. And then I know the last 10, they'll be like, yo, make them $10. I'll be like, all right, I hate to do it. I hate to mark these down. Hate to do it, but I guess I will. And you would think at $10 for a good pair of Adidas shoes that I would buy 2 of them instead of 1. Now there's a thought, right? Buy 2 pairs. Now you have 2. So when the one goes bad, then you get no. $10. Guys, buy 1 value meal. No extras. Don't make it a large. Don't order the extra burger on the side. I know, I'm you. I used to do this shit. He's going, yeah, let me get that number 5. Make it a double. Or give me another burger on the side just by itself. No, I'm good with that. Let me get a jumbo jack by itself. And give me a large Dr. Pepper, extra large, whatever. Go ahead. And 2 tacos. 2 tacos. Next thing you know, you got 2 burgers, curly fries, big ass drink, 2 tacos. Talking about, man, I wish I didn't eat all this. Or I got to eat it. I bought it. I can't let it go to waste. Save that money. Anyway, it says here, yeah, baby, roll on Christmas. Yeah, we all right. True story. My Pumas from Costco were $20, and some people were telling me how good it was to be rich like me. Bro, I took my son school shopping or shoe shopping yesterday, and we looked at shoes, and I said, son, any shoe you want. And he looked right at me like I was crazy. He said, what? I said, son, any shoe you want. Go ahead. So then he picked up a shoe. I said, son, do you got a lock? He said, what do you mean, Dad? I said, do you have a lock on your locker at school when you go change for PE? Like, I know you put on those other shoes, the running shoes about you. He goes, no, I don't have a lock. I just lock up my money in my backpack in my other locker. He's all, but my shoes and my clothes, nobody wants my shoes and my clothes, Dad. I said, son, I buy you shoes like that come up missing, bro. They'll be gone. Maybe you don't know. The kid's oblivious. That was my way of saying I'm not buying you them shoes, bro. I'll buy you $50 Pumas. Whatever. There with you, fam. Me too, Ink. What's up, bro? Appreciate you, man. Ink, man. We were gonna call you. My wife wants some work done, and she's coming with an idea. I don't know, man. I said, yeah, I know a guy who does tattoos, babe. She said, okay. I said, I know a guy. One great way people can tell if someone was in the military is to hurry up and wait. Wait for a long time and not tripping. Bro, you ain't never lied because I can. I will sit there and wait for my son for 2 hours before he gets out of school. I don't care. Guys, I get out of work and I got like 2 hours to kill. 2 hours. I race straight over, park in the front of the school, and I'm there. I'm like, all right, I'm going to be here for 2 hours waiting for him because I'm not driving home and I'm not driving around town. I'm saving gas. I just park right there. I'm not moving. Got you, bro, always. Yeah, I'll get at you. She's got to come up with the plan first because I don't know what she wants. But she knows she wants something. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It's 6 o'clock. Kids got to be coming to my door already. Let me make sure I'm ready to hand out some candy. Let me get dressed. Let me do my thing. GameStop can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I mean, I'm dressed, but I got to put like on a hoodie. I got to do something. Do I want to scare him with the shirt or with the bloody elbow? Bloody elbow right here. Bloody elbow. Look at this. If I peel it off, the skin comes with it. Nah, leave it there. Leave it there. I don't care. It wasn't stopping bleeding, bro. It hurt. Anyway, love everybody, guys. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all the love and support of the channel. I'll see you. I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow. I got something going on tomorrow, something big, and I'll know more. After tomorrow, I'll know more about my life and where we're headed. So, you know what I have to do? I have to pray because no matter the outcome, it's God's will. It's God's plan for me. So we'll see how it goes. If it goes in one direction or if it doesn't go in any direction, you know. But just pray for me. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm like this. Like I have a upset stomach over it, and I'm stressing. I'm normally not like this, but it's something a conversation that I've been having with myself and my wife. And we'll see what happens. GameStop can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I gotta snap out of it, bros. I gotta find a way to snap out of this. Yeah, I know you guys will. I appreciate you guys, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. What I gotta do is I gotta call Almo. If I call Almo, talk to the wife, I'll be good, man. You guys don't know about Almo. That's my boy. He's been playing video games lately. He's playing a game right now that he can't get away from. He's addicted. And he goes, man, I watch the shows at night. I can't get there on the live because I'm playing this game, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, go play the game. I know what it's all about. Anyway, GameStop can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I will see you around, millionaires. I gotta snap out of this. You know what to help me snap out of it? A good song. Let's do it. And there was a great video right here. It was in my messages and my notifications, maybe. Ooh, Larry Ching posted. What did he write? We'll address this question on live stream. Cool. Good for you. I don't care about his live streams, to be honest with you. I've never seen one episode of Friends. Now I know why Brad Pitt cheated on you. MAGA. There you go. There you go. That was so good. Oh man, I forgot I wrote that. Yeah. That was to my guys. That was to my friend. Raider dude here says it right here. He said some nonsense. Been busy. Let's actively trade. I invited him to come down. There's a reason it's called a beam stock. The point GameStop was never a $22 billion market cap company at true valuation. But the mechanics of the market don't care when it's squeezed. Of course, it's a real company. But look at this. Of course it's a real company. But it's a dying company and not one that will likely see any growth, LOL. Stock down 90% from its highs. Yup. Raider Trader is clueless about GameStop, blah, blah, blah. So let me know when I find this guy right here called Radar Trader, whatever whatever his name is. He has no following. He has nothing. I don't even know who he is. You guys know who he is? Because I don't. Yeah, I don't. Does he have a YouTube? Does he have some? I don't know. He's just a guy posting buy signals on what? On the spy charts? Who knows, bro? Who knows what he's talking about? This guy. Oh, is this him? One trade, 400% return in 72 hours. DDOG. Oh, yeah, he's just a pumper. Oh, my God. You know, guys, don't try to learn anything from these guys, okay? I try to help you guys. Right here, look at him. Only guru doing this, by the way. 200% on SMCI. You guys want to know how bad SMCI is right now? It's down 100%. It's trash. The stocks don't go down 100%, by the way. It's not possible. Anyway, but it's down massive. I got to find my profile. I got to find posts. Maybe it's here. No, not there. Not there. Women of Trump. We know they're great. Good job, Lena. Appreciate you. Nope. Beat up some kids. This is what I like right here. Okay. So this.
You got a press statement yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So let me give you the background of what's going on here, okay? So this is the mayor of Pennsylvania, Allentown, Pennsylvania, right? Is it called Allentown? Allentown, Pennsylvania, where Trump had a rally. This mayor is telling the Trump organizers that they can't do their show in his city. He's trying to shut it down. He says that they're not compliant with the rules that he set forward. But when he's telling them, what he's really doing is he's grandstanding, okay? He brought cameras. He got dressed for the occasion to confront the Trump show, whatever they're doing. He's in a suit. He's got cameras, all this. But just the day before, he didn't have any of that. He was just out there telling people, oh, yeah, you guys can set up here. Now he's trying to tell them that they can't be set up. Well, this Trump organizer, now I've been there at the Trump rallies, guys. My wife and I, my father, everybody, we went. It was amazing. Those Trump supporters and organizers, they're the real deal. They're the real deal. And this young man is the real deal, and he handles him with the grace and ease. Let's check it out.
Oh, really? Yeah. You put out a press statement yesterday. The city did, saying that this entire block is closed. On the Apple map, you know what it shows? It shows this entire intersection closed. Look it up. You think I'm going to remove the barricades now? Yeah, you're out of your fucking mind. Don't ever pull that shit on me again. The entire police force was confused. Yeah, go ahead and call your chief, please. You're gonna open it up while the trucks are right there too. Really? You got our food trucks right there. This is nuts. How is this in the way of voting? So if someone lives on that block right there, they can't walk around to the other side. Why don't you walk it with me? Let's walk. Oh really? Am I being a problem? I'm not the one who lied to you the entire time. You tried to pull some fake. Why on Apple Maps is this intersection closed off?
Apple Maps is not the real world.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what is the real world for getting this job done?
Well, this is a question. So how do we get to a solution where people
Okay, how about you don't lie to us to start off with?
Where people who cannot easily walk to a pole.
How am I? Let me show you. I can show you where they can access the pole.
Let's agree on a time.
No, let me. Please come. I will come and show you how they can vote. I will come and show. I can show you right now how they can vote. No, I can. I can deal with this. Just keep building. Just keep building.
I'm not here to build. I'm not going to argue with either one of them.
I'm going to take care of it. I can take care of this. I can take care of this. Marco, go grab Hunter. Chief. Oh, Chief's on the way down. Oh, okay. Big bad Chief. Okay, I'll look at the Secret Service. Oh, you work closely with them, sure. Okay, I can show you where they can vote. I can show you the path. If you want, I can write it on the chalk on the sidewalk. Come over here.
Yeah, go get the Secret Service, homie. I don't care about this dude. Okay, here's the point that I want to make, okay? I've been a part of, well, now that I watch this, but I was there in Vegas when they had the Trump rally, and it wasn't necessarily a Trump rally. He was just a guest speaker at the event that was already happening, which was cool, though. J.D. Vance was also there. He was at Treasure Island the day before. And when you think about the access to the president, Donald J. Trump, and to the vice president, J.D. Vance, these guys that are setting up, they set up days in advance, and they have to get ordinance cleared. We saw it happen at my home. Okay. I live 1 mile away from where the Trump rally was in California. And I even have film where they had to block us off, hold us off while the buses come in, and you couldn't go down certain streets, and it was already all sectioned off. The issue is where I live, it's a Democratic stronghold, right? So the mayor and the city council members of Indio and Coachella, they literally were like, why is Trump coming? We're not going to give him the venue. We're not going to give him access to the venue. So they right away put in things like you can't park on the side of the road. You have to get shuttled in. Now, some people are like, that's good. It's okay. We'll have a plan. We have a purpose. But then they put in the permits. Buses can't operate past 12 hours. Buses can operate at this hour, at this. You can't have all of this traffic, can't have all these people. You can't have more than 25,000 people on site. You can't have more than, X amount of people because we don't have the facilities. We don't have the exit ways. If something were to go wrong, a riot were to break out, whatever. And here's the thing. This is why I get the way I get about everything, is the most respectful people to authority, the most respectful people to each other are Republicans. You see, this world was formed, this United States was formed off of a republic, right? I pledge allegiance to the flag on the United States of America, and it says republic, right, in the whole thing. So there's no democratic anywhere in there. And the reason why you're Republican is because you believe in morals and respect. To give you the example, Donald Trump was shot at several times. Someone died. There were no riots. There was no fights. There was no infighting. It was unity. And it was respect towards each other. I've seen towns get burned down. I've seen bricks get delivered. I've seen societies get torn apart, whether it be BLM or it be defund the police or Antifa. I've seen it happen. I've seen chaos happen. And the best you can do is pray for your neighbors and hope and pray that you all get along. There's a thing about people not wanting to speak up about who they vote for or whom they vote for and why. Because they're afraid they might lose friends and family. Oh, I don't want to upset anyone, but this is how I'm going to vote, and I keep it in private. If you can't speak about the issues in front of people and explain it in detail, then maybe you're uninformed. Maybe you shouldn't vote. Right? I don't think everyone should vote because there are people out there that are not qualified to vote. You don't deserve to vote. There's a lot of things. It's a privilege. But undocumented individuals to vote, right? Not showing ID and they allow you to vote. You get to the voting booth, and if you've seen the videos, the prompters don't work properly if you try to click on Trump, and or there's misspellings on the Trump name so that it becomes invalid. There's a lot of little tricks that are happening right now at the polls. So you safeguard it, and you might even be afraid to go out in public. Another thing they're doing, like at the 49ers game, where the fans try to walk into the game with matching red colors, but the hat said "Make America Great Again," and they wouldn't let them in. So they had to fight for an hour to get in. They missed the first quarter, whatever it may be. But why would we have to fight? Why is the hat so offensive? Why is the verbiage so offensive? It shouldn't be. What's so bad about making America great? Why wouldn't I want to make it great? And there should be this national mantra for it. There should be everyone chanting, "Make America Great," MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. We all should be doing this. I've seen a country adopt a political slogan, and it changed the intent. Right? You have vigor within inside of you. You have adrenaline pumping. And I saw it happen in Korea. I saw the people of Korea use the term "bali bali." And it's a phrase. It's just hurry up. That's it. Bali bali. Bali bali adashi. Bali bali ajima. Bali bali. Agashi. And you say, what the hell? Why is bali bali? Why are we always in a hurry? So I had to ask. I said, what are you talking about? And they go, well, we want to hurry up. We want to hurry up and catch up. We want to catch up to the rest of the world technology. We want to catch up to the world, financially. We want to catch up to the rest of society. because they were at a standstill after the Korean War in 1953, where it was at a ceasefire. So look at that country. Look at how they've thrived. I've never lived somewhere in my life where the village raises the children, where kids can walk openly and free down the street and nobody worry about if they're being taken, if they're being hurt, and nothing, because people are feeding them, people are teaching them. And the things about the Asian culture and communities that I love is the respect for their elders. They have such an approach to life that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how entitled you feel or what you think you are, your social status, or how many clicks you get online, or how many followers you have. In Asia, it's who's older and who's bowing first, and who's holding on to hands and who's thanking them, right? Like it's that way. It's so respectful because people were raised that way. And when you take pride in your people and you take pride in what you do and how you do it, that's culture. That's culture. And it reflects on everything you do. It could reflect on your employees and your establishment. It could reflect on your investments and how you look at them. It could also reflect on your own family at home. But I take pride in my family. I take pride in what they do, how they look when they walk outside, and what they stand for and how they carry themselves. And I'm telling you now, I look at these things, with the election and how certain communities are falling apart or they're mad at someone. I don't care. You vote for Kamala, vote for Miss Harris. You vote for Miss Harris, honestly. But do it with respect. Do it with the intent that, hey, you know what? This is my choice. Not with the hate and the rhetoric that's being pushed out. That's the problem for me. Honestly, guys, I have friends that are full Democrat, and you know what? I love them just the same. We hang out, we have drinks, we chill. We're good. And I go, hey, what's up, man? Man, the crazy-ass Trump is saying this. I said, why's it got to be crazy, man? He's just one other guy. He's just another guy. We could all say there's crazy people out here. Everyone writes off somebody as being crazy because they're willing to do things that you're not willing to do. That's it. But I promise you, when I'm looking at things from my standpoint, the most humane, the most respectful people happen to be people that are with a certain party that stand up for themselves and stand up for the community surrounding them. You want to talk about unity? There are no color lines. That is Republicans. That's what I'm telling you. There is definite color lines when I see Democrats. I don't mind speaking on this tonight, right now. Not at all. It needs to be said. My children need to hear this when they watch these videos again. You guys don't know this about my grandchildren that aren't born yet and about my children. All of them will watch every single episode of Marantz Rantz in their lifetime. When they want to find out about their grandfather, they can go to the internet and they're going to see it right there. And they're going to hear it and they're going to listen. I'm going to tell you, you little grandkids out there, maybe I'm Marantz Rico III. I don't know. But listen to me, man. Be respectful to everyone. Do the right thing for your neighbor, no matter what. No matter how they lean, no matter what they stand for, no matter what signs in the damn yard. I got a neighbor who leans left, babe. I got a neighbor that is Mr. Lefty. Him and his wife. And guess what, guys? They're the best people I've ever met. They're so respectful. They're so nice. And I go, wait a minute. This is the nice side of the aisle. They took out the trash cans when I went on vacation. They took them out for us. And they say, oh, we took out your trash. Don't worry about it. I got another neighbor on the other side who's the downest ass dude. The tree falls apart. Boom. Remember I said there was a windstorm? The tree went through his front window. I had to call him, hey, the tree went through your window, man. I know my neighbor's phone numbers. We know each other. We live in a happy place. There's an America before your America that you guys see on TV. The one that's divided. The one I grew up in, I knew all my neighbors. And we used to knock on the door. Excuse me, Mrs. Mendoza, can DJ come play outside? No, unfortunately, guys, he's having dinner at the table. He'll come play outside later. We used to have to knock on the doors to get the kids outside. Go door to door. We have cell phones. I wonder if he's home. They're not home. Where they at? I don't know. All right, we're going to play without him this time. Life was easy. Life was great. But I didn't know this whole time while it's all going on. My dad's struggling. My dad's struggling to get paid. My dad's struggling to wake up every day to get to work. My dad struggled for us. I didn't know that. So now I make it very apparent to my children. They're all adults. All of them but one. My adult children, they look at me and they say I'm crazy. They don't say I'm crazy because I have a YouTube channel. They don't say I'm crazy because I have a stance on economics and politics and sports. They say I'm crazy because I never call out for work. I never call out sick. I'm not late. I only sleep 3.5 hours to 4. My wife calls me crazy. She's like, I don't know how you do it. I said, I do it because I have to. I do it because I want to. I do it because I need to. That's my investment. That's my life. That's my world. And right now I have an election in 6 days. And I had a buddy of mine walk up to me today and say, yo, bro, you think Trump's going to win? I said, I hope. I have a hat. I have a stance. I have a life. But if you don't think he wants the best for you, then yeah. And that's the world you live in. Don't vote for someone because you hate them or because they're likable. Vote for somebody, my opinion, I would vote for somebody because it would benefit me and my neighbors. That's how I vote. And I think it'll benefit us. Whether it be with border security and or better cost of living, a better business, better run business. But we're all just numbers in the clock. Think about it. You're just a social security number, babe. It's all you are in the business that is America. And when they want to pay you, they'll pay you. When they don't want to pay you, they won't pay you. It's a digital world. Right, meltdowners? It's a digital world. GameStop's a dying company in a digital world. I get paid. I don't ever see the cash. It's not cash money. It's just digital in my account. And then I make a call to somebody, and they take those digits out of my account. I go to the bank, try to get the cash. What good is that going to do? I got some digits in a brokerage account under the ticker name GME. You guys ever want to ask me what I'm doing with my life or what I would invest in and why? Just remember, it's GameStop. It's GameStop till I die. My buddy called me right before the show, a different friend of mine, and he said, Marantz, what was the news today? Did I miss anything? It's his day off. I said, excuse me? It's your day off from work. Why didn't you go watch the show in the morning? Why didn't you go, read up on the stock market, see what's happening today on the investments? Go check them out yourself. What do you need me for? You don't need my show. You don't need to watch here. You guys can do it yourself. Or you wait till I go live to give you the info. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Educate your damn self. You're putting everything on someone else. That's crazy. That's how you end up being trades. That's how you end up being Matthew Kors. You end up putting faith into, AMC Bigums and Boss Blunts, Tony De Niro, KC Shaw, Data Zero, Train Spotting, Rocky Outcorp. Who are the other ones that I'm missing? Bruce? Uncle Bruce? There's so many more I'm missing, but it's okay. A lot of dudes out here in the finance world giving out misinformation and reporting all wrong on these investments and trying to get you excited about stocks that run. We've called out so many stocks that ran and made it and 100% increase. So many. And I didn't buy one. I call out the companies and the investments just for it to be on the record. I literally go like this. Like, this is how I did the Peloton. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was 6 months ago. I said, Peloton looks good, guys. Peloton looks good. You know why it looks good? See, I had to give you a reason why. I didn't just say, I think it'll go up. I said, it looks good because not only are they selling the product, it looks like they're selling the classes. And the revenue is actually in the classes, not necessarily the bike. You can only sell the bike once, but I could sell the classes, every quarter, every month. And it looks like they have a subscription, the subscription for the classes. It looks like it's increasing. So with the amount of Peloton bikes out there in this world, and they're adopting the idea of training with someone virtually via their tablet or their phone or the bike itself, they're signing up for these subscriptions. This is how I see profit, because remember about service. Service is straight profit to the bottom line. There's no product in between. What do you think it costs to give a guy to work out digitally? For me to record a video of me working out, and then for you to download it and watch it, and I'm talking to you, come on, we could do this. I've got Challenger right here. Challenger, listen, bro, you're going to make it. No. It doesn't cost me anything to make that video. Maybe Peloton pays me a percentage of what they get off of subscription fees. Maybe they have it built into a contract. Maybe they'll give one flat fee up front. Like, it doesn't matter. That's all net profit. I learned this business model from the days where I used to work for careerbuilder.com. I used to sell contracts for careerbuilder.com for recruitment advertising, which is a wild thing when you think about. Like, you think about like all the things you've ever done in your life. Like, how do you get that job? Don't ask. But I become the senior sales executive for recruitment advertising for Gannett. And the core product, the partner product with the print and the digital is the digital side, right? So they're like, hey, you can sell inches on a classified section saying we'll hire X amount, whatever you're hiring for, and you can piggyback that and pay $500 for an online monthly posting. And the guys right away, $500 for the internet? What? This is before Facebook. So you're like, $500? Well, how does that get? Well, instead of getting faxes and instead of getting phone calls, you're going to get an email. We're going to put in your email and it's going to show up. Oh, email. I got to check my email? Oh, no. It's great. There's this new technology. They're actually going to give you an alert when you go. So all you have to do is go sign into the website, www.careerbuilder.com. Sign in with your portfolio, your whole profile, and then you're able to access all of the applicants and see which one you want to go ahead and call. It's an amazing technology. You put up one posting and 30 people apply. It's awesome. You're going to have candidates, man, potential candidates. You're like, internet. What else can you give me? I got a TV spot. I'll put you in a commercial. It was like that for me. And what I learned, this is what I learned, okay? I can sell you a one-page ad. I could sell you a quarter-page ad. I could sell you 50 lines of text, and you're going to pay crazy money for print. And you can see it. You can see the artwork. I have a graphic design team. They're going to design it, boom, 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 boom. Or we can do the template online, and we'll put it out online. It's $500. Where the hell? Think about this, guys. This is how my mind works. Where the hell did Career Builder come up with the idea of $500 online? Oh, my God. Is somebody at my door? Is there trick-or-treaters? Oh, my God. All right, guys. I thought somebody knocked at the door. I got no trick-or-treaters, bros. Okay. So watch this. This is crazy part, okay? And if you guys don't want to watch this part of the show, I apologize. I'm talking about my life and what I've been through in finance and in corporate world, right? So the advertising director goes, hey, you need to sell these whatever, right? And these online ads. And I just go, hey, I have a question for you. Where did we come up with the price of $500 for online? And they go, I I go like what makes it $500? I punch in the template. I put in all the info. It goes up online for a month. It comes off after a month. But they're paying $500 to be posted onto that website? Like, who came up with the price? And then they were like, well, Career Builder. Career Builder says that that's what it costs to post on their website, so that's what we charge. And I was like, well, what's stopping Monster.com from posting for $300? They didn't say anything to me. I said, this is crazy. This is crazy. Career Builder, if you guys don't know, at the time they were known for monkeys in their ads. Because basically, if you don't use Career Builder, you're going to be hiring a bunch of monkeys to run your company. That was their whole thing. And then that became socially insensitive. And then they started doing Super Bowl ads. And when I started selling Career Builder, everybody would be like, oh, is that like Monster? Monster.com? And everybody knew Monster. And I was like, what? I had to find a way to sell. And then they had this whole aspect of selling contracts. Like big contracts, like $100,000 contracts, $50,000 contracts. Because if someone's going to post $500 for a job, what if it's a big company and they post 10 openings a month? Well, now you got to spend $5,000 a month. Now we got to commit to $60,000, but you're going to get 10 postings a month. Hopefully you're hiring 10 positions. It's like that. You just got to know who to go to. Hospitals, public works, like the water district or the electric company. And you got to be able to sell. You got to be able to talk that shit and tell them why you. Well, you know what? Companies started doing what they do now. Companies started saying, you know, I don't have to do that. I could just put it on my website that we're hiring, and maybe they could fill out an application within. There's another way to do it. Then you can do what Indeed did, and Indeed did it. Oh my God, Indeed did so well. Indeed let people put up their resume online, and with the technology they have, they're able to use keywords and link people together for jobs. That was just too much. I mean, that's just it's picture perfect. It's like, oh my God. And then what are you really paying? You're not paying no $500 to post your resume. At this point, Indeed's just working. Someone's at my door. All right, I got to go, guys. Love you guys. See you. Peace.